Good day. Thank you for being here today to watch us. We are in Group 4. We are here today to talk to you about how to interpret correlation results. What are correlations? Correlation is a statistical term that describes how closely two variables are connected linearly, meaning they change together at a constant rate. It's a typical method for explaining simple interaction without stating a cause and effect link.
What is contingency? A table used to analyze the relationship between two variables that displays the distribution of one variable in rows and another in columns. How to get the contingency tables? First, open the JUST software, select Open, and then click the Excel file you just saved. The data will now appear. Click the frequency to open the contingency tables, where we can observe one of the correlation types, the chi-squared test. In order to understand what is contained in the rows and columns of the pay and benefits, we must first determine what is the nominal, ordinal, and interval in the circumstance R. Because it is nominal, the sex is in the rows. The columns content include compensation and benefits, working conditions, leadership and management, occupational safety and security, college engagement, and opportunities for professional progression. We will put in the variable the one we want to correlate, like the age, etc. Usually, these average are items from the questionnaires and we will correlate with each other. We will notice here that there is an out in the lower triangular position and in the upper triangular, there is no value. In other software, it is redundant and it always has value. Back to top, we will going to find the coefficient. The coefficient of Spearman's rho value and p-value, this is our basis of significant or not significant the correlation. The p-value is less from 0.05. The significant is relationship. In this case, this greater than 0.05, then the p-value is not significant on the relationship. So in the correlation number 2, the relationship between age and extrinsic elements like pay and benefits, working condition, leadership and management, employment safety and security, employment engagement, and career development chances. So as can you see, in Spearman's correlation, there is 7 variables, which is age and so on. In the correlation number 3, in Spearman's correlation, there is 6 variables and there is 5 significant and 1 not significant. So in the relationship between educational attainment and extrinsic element, including pay and benefits, working condition, leadership and management, job safety and security, involvement of co-workers, and career growth chances.
Problem number 2 is to determine the relationships between intrinsic characteristics and demo profile in terms of job function levels, years of experience, and country. Table 4 shows the relationship between role function level and intrinsic factors such as sense of fulfillment, personal growth and achievement, performance value and recognition, continuous learning and development, and passion. The interpretation of the raw value and p-value of the variable is not significant. the relationship between years of work and intrinsic factors such as sense of fulfillment, personal growth and achievement, performance value and recognition, continuing learning and development, and passion is shown in Table 5. The interpretation of the raw value and p-value of the variable is not significant. Table number 6 is the relationship between a country and intrinsic factors such as sense of fulfillment, personal growth and achievement, performance value and recognition, continuous learning and development, and passion. The interpretation of the raw value and p-value of the variable is not significant.
This is Spearman's correlations, and the variables are in the bar graphs, which are workplace conditions, sense of fulfillment, personal growth achievement, performance value and recognition, continuous learning and development, and passion. Another Spearman's correlations, and it is also in a bar graphs, which are workplace conditions, sense of fulfillment, personal growth achievement, performance value and recognition, continuous learning and development, and lastly, passion. Spearman's law and the variables are colleague engagement, sense of fulfillment, personal growth achievement, personal value and recognition, continuous learning and development, and again lastly, passion.
Continue with problem set number 3. My task is to test the relationship between extrinsic factors, which are job safety and security, colleague engagement, career advancement opportunities, versus the intrinsic factors such as sense of fulfillment, personal growth and achievement, performance value and recognition, and continuous learning and development and passion using Spearman correlation. Since both extrinsic and intrinsic factors are categorized as ordinal variables, we will use Spearman correlation. In order to calculate the Spearman correlation, we will use the regression function of JASP application. First, we have to click Spearman correlation and choose the different extrinsic and intrinsic factors under variables. Based on the results, which we represent as table number 10, there is a significant direct relationship between job safety and security and sense of fulfillment with a correlation raw value of 0.792 and p-value of less than 0.001. Since the p-value is less than 0.05, the relationship is significant, which indicates that the higher the level of satisfaction in terms of job safety and security, the higher is the sense of fulfillment. With regards to the relationship between colleague engagement and the various intrinsic factors, the results are summarized in Table 11. The correlation values are high, ranging from 0.374 to 0.573, and all p-values are lower than 0.05, indicating a statistically significant direct relationship. The relationship of job safety and security versus other intrinsic factors are statistically significant, except for the relationship between job safety and security and passion, which is in the borderline since the p-value is slightly higher than 0.05. The results indicate that the higher the level of job safety and security, the higher is the level of satisfaction for personal growth and achievement, performance value and recognition, and continuous learning and development.
Here, we can see all of the tables that were previously made.
It's killing me, 이제 날 놓아줘, baby. 또 잊혀진 일상에 멈춰진 시간에 When does it end? Try to pretend 이제는 익숙해 Something just fell apart 떨어진 broken heart 갇혀진 채 무너진 미래 모든 건 너 때문에 Stuck with you 반복된 기나긴 터널인 내